Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He lost one down the sideline. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to... Over on your opening drive.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time today. Running back searching for a hole. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Lockett. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Kentucky going quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got the quick pass. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the 1st to keep the drive going.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky! Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Offense in a bunch formation. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Breaks into the open. Slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Offense working from the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Rocket. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Quick completion on the out route. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Finds some fresh air. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Rocket. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Oh, he's got a chance. Showing off the arm. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Spears. Still on his feet at the 40. Turning on the Jets. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Lost to throw again. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! Picks up the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Lockett. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The quick out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Kentucky right back to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to adjust the pattern. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fit it in the window for the score.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Immediately fires to the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rush. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. These corners backing off a bit. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gets it out fast.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. With the catch, it's Wall. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Kentucky going quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
This one's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters. But let's just go with notable.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Trying to set the tone with the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Send the tight end in motion. That's caught. It's Rush. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage with no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's a running room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get last play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Between the uprights, it's good. Now a two-possession game at 24-13. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And the Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He is denied no good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Give to the running back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The play action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Georgia.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Back to pass on second down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Kentucky right back to the line. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth. A run for the quarterback. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team. I got faith in them. I got trust in them. And it's rewarded, and they get the first down.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback?
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught over the middle. It's Rush. And tackled there by the defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Darnold. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. Timeout by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll take it himself. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time.
He's got it on the left. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And they'll take a knee.